Are any of us in danger in here?
Yes.
I just heard something right behind us.
Get out!
What the f*** was that? I agree.
Mind blown.
I did not expect this.
Are you afraid of the dark? Are you scared?
Well, the story technically starts for White Hill Mansion way back in the 1700s. And the home eventually became the entire structure that it is today, with a colonial home and an 1800s structure combined.
White Hill Mansion had some significance when it comes to conflicts and wars in American history.
The family that lived there the longest was the Field family. The Field family had 3 generations of Roberts. The second one, around 1757, he inherited the home from his father, and he married a woman named Mary. And then he drowned near the property in the Delaware River, mysteriously.
The American Navy was very active up and down the river here. 2 boats of the American Navy were scuttled right in the backyard.
In the early 1900s, the house was bought by the Glenk family, German immigrants, Katrina and Heinrich Glenk.
Mr. Glenk, during Prohibition time, made a lot of his liquor down in the bathroom, in the red bathroom. He stored the liquor up here and then ran it through the tunnels under the house up and down the Delaware. After Prohibition, this was a gentleman's lounge, gentlemen only.
And at some point during this time, there was also a bordello on the 3rd floor in the attic. And it's in one of those bedrooms that it said the woman was murdered. So between Revolutionary War spies and soldiers, and then this restaurant and speakeasy and bordello, they've got a heavy history in this home.
The reports of paranormal activity have been occurring since the mansion was a restaurant and continue on to this day.
And the place was added onto, the structure was changed. Maybe that stirred something up, but people have been reporting smelling cigar smoke, smelling a particular perfume, hearing footsteps on all the wood floors, and doors opening and closing on their own.
Also, many people say that Mary Field is one of the spirits there, and her bedroom was a particular hotspot on our night of investigation.
Adam J. Barry's rolling. I'm going to set him down.
Okay.
And everybody find a spot.
I'll be over here. This milk. Another egg. Alright.
Is there anybody here with us? Mary? Samuel?
How about one of the 3 generations of Robert Fields? Robert Field 1, 2, and 3. Did that just beep in your arm?
Somebody here?
What the f*** was that?
What? Did you get something?
Isn't that you? Is that you?
Oh, I get that.
Go
We're
back
gonna
a
have to check the
minute.
footage. What the f?
What are we in, 5 minutes? Did you get it too? Alright.
So 130 or so on this one here with no sound of it.
Congratulations, Daryl.
I can't say for sure whether it was Mary or not, but there was plenty to indicate that it certainly could be. Each one of us had a portion of the night where we went solo or where we went with one other person. And Jody and Daryl chose the so-called bloody bathroom.
Welcome. Do you need to stretch out?
I might. Yeah, it's nice and quiet now if you got anything to say.
Nothing's happening.
But at the same time, maybe stuff is happening and we're not hearing it.
Yeah.
Could be stuff's happening on the recorder all around us.
That sounded like someone.
That did sound like somebody. Down at the step area?
Daryl's walking around making a bunch of noise. The fridge just kicked back on.
That wasn't me.
What? What wasn't you?
That loud.
That click?
Click.
The fridge just turned back on.
No, after that. After you said the fridge.
Oh. I heard like, it sounded like a nail dropping or something.
Something like that. Wasn't me. That. Is that not you?
That was definitely not me. Which room are you in?
I'm in the middle room before you get to the sick room.
Okay.
Or like you said, like a little something dropping.
Yeah, it didn't sound like paint. It sounded like a nail or something.
No, it was something with some little bit of weight to it.
Yeah. But it could have been like a loose floorboard causing like a door to shift or something.
When we heard that clicking noise, I was literally standing here and not budging the entire time.
Jody and Daryl got a very loud bang when they were in the bloody bathroom, and also some possible EVPs on recording. It's really hard to tell, but definitely some audio anomalies. So as Darnell and I moved from the Bordello down to the Speakeasy, Darnell says he hears a bang behind him, but when we play back the audio, we get this great EVP.
What do you think about trying the basement?
Why not?
You haven't been down there yet.
I think that's where the shadow figure kind of avoids people, you know. Every now and then he's had enough now.
Those mafia boys got to say.
I just heard something.
What?
I just heard something right behind us.
Like what?
I don't know, like something fell.
not set it off. Are you following us? Come on. Let's go down and have a drink then.
When we went down to the speakeasy, there was definitely a feeling of uneasiness, and the EMF detector was pinging a little bit, and like we've said before, we don't put a whole lot of stock into that, but it does serve as a guide in conjunction with other evidence.
Need a drink? I need a drink. You want to pour me something?
Do we need to pour it ourselves? Shall I just go ahead and make my drink? You like vodka? Whiskey? What's your favorite? My arm is like cold.
Temperature's going down. Holy shit.
What'd I tell you?
You don't like Darnell? Or what? Could be picking up the phone, but it usually doesn't do that.
It's not doing it now.
Temperature went down a full degree.
I told you I felt it on my arm.
I can kind of feel something cold too, myself. Definitely interesting.
Darnell felt a cold air mass on his arm, and when I kind of reached over there, I also felt the edge of the cold air mass, which definitely was odd.
This is the bar that he built. And so this is where they sold all the liquor during Prohibition. It can be pretty active down here.
We're not entirely sure if Heinrich was Harry, but that name came through the spirit box a number of times.
Harry.
Harry? What's Harry? Or who's Harry?
Harry. That's the name I got. If you made the thing beep, can we learn your name?
I already told you.
Okay.
Which one? If it's Harry, make this light up.
Whoa. Wow, guys.
What?
Harry.
So, Harry?
Do you want to take the energy out of that device there and then talk to him? Wait.
We're right here.
What are we waiting for? Does it cause you pain? Yes?
Definitely had some bearing on the investigation as far as how we proceeded with the information that was given to us. So the basement of White Hill Mansion was a speakeasy during Prohibition, and the rumor is that they don't like females behind the bar. So naturally we put a female behind the bar to see what happens.
Hey, wise guys.
Get out. Get out. Low man's voice.
Wise guys, we got a girl behind the bar. We're not going anywhere.
What's your name?
Emily.
Emily. Murder.
Oh,
really?
nice.
Husband.
Was it Robert Field?
Whose husband?
Doctor.
Is this where the doctor saw you?
He's dead.
The two names you said earlier, was that the doctor? Or was one of them the doctor? Or the husband that you mentioned?
Who's the husband? Michael, Harry, or John?
Laura.
Oh, shit.
Who the hell are all these people? Are these people from the 1900s? Are they from the restaurant?
Nick is a doctor.
How did we just get a hint? What? Whoa.
Nick is a doctor, huh?
Okay.
So many goosebumps. Oh my god.
Are any of us in danger in here?
Yes.
There's no substantiation to that as far as historical fact, but it certainly was weird and fun in the moment.
What happened to us leads me to think that we may have gotten to the edge of a story there.
When it comes to hauntings, I can tell you that this room is pretty active. The spirit that's up here is definitely intelligent. I mean, if you ask him questions, sometimes he answers.
Do you know Nick?
Yeah, who's Nick?
Was Nick a doctor?
Stop. I'll always be here.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
I'm happy.
Because you got away with murder?
Without time.
No time.
Happy with him?
Okay.
So you did get away with murder.
Are there
No.
Oh, okay. That was okay.
Bastard.
Oh.
I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that shit at all.
That
That's one that said bastard. Like, bastard. John, Katie, Laura, Harry.
Emily.
Nick.
People forget.
People forget, huh? Is there a story that's not being told here? But a doctor, a husband, and a murder?
Justice.
The woman who lived there named Mary Field, we know that Samuel, one of her sons, died. And that might be the spirit who is stuck around in the mansion.
Mary.
Mary, huh? Mary.
Mary Field?
It would definitely seem that we struck a nerve with the spirit of Mary when talking about Samuel. Mary, do you not talk about Samuel? He died when he was 9?
Tired of it.
Holy
What do you want to talk about?
we found it. We struck a nerve.
Dang, alright.
Everybody has.
I guess we'll leave that.
Not what I want.
You don't want to talk?
You don't want to talk about Samuel?
Thomas, it said that you're a shadow man that shows himself here. Do you think you could at least talk to us? Or let us know you're here in some way, please?
Soldiers.
Oh. Now, when it comes to the SB7 Spirit Box, you got to take it with a grain of salt. A lot of it could be radio. But the sheer number of relevant responses that we got, once again, kind of blew us away. So Darnell and I decided to go upstairs to the Bordello where Samuel is rumored to be seen. And I'm not sure that we made contact with Samuel. The EMF detector did ping a few times, but the camera died and it was a full battery. That was just one of many, many strange battery drains we had throughout the evening. See if we can talk to Samuel under the table. You can't make this light up?
That's so weird that died. That's a brand new freaking battery, man. Brand new.
We're going downstairs first?
Dead already.
Are you kidding?
No.
This has a lot of possibilities.
We're writing a story now.
That camera
What
just
just went off?
died.
Is that you that's making all the batteries die?
Maybe something drained a battery. I don't know. But if a camera cuts out while plugged into a battery, something is...
We're in the sick room.
We were all together.
The steps that we heard started at the attic floor, walking from the far end of the building all the way over to us.
Here we go.
Alright.
We just want to know if there's somebody here with us.
Fucking footsteps.
Guys, that's somebody walking.
I hear that.
Holy f***. That was me whispering.
That was me laughing, banging the door.
Who's here?
Are we sure that's not outside?
Is that fireworks outside?
I don't know, but we better check. That sounded an awful lot like something walking above us.
I feel like if it were firecrackers, we would be hearing more, or it would happen again.
I was just trying to rationalize.
Hey,
that's
what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's
At
what
the
I
I don't fault you.
Pick up, it sounded like fireworks.
Yeah.
But when it was happening, when it started, it sounded above us.
I yelled out, who's there? And the steps kind of picked up their pace and went away from us. Is this proof that the other side can hear us? I'm tending to think so.
That's pretty cool.
I agree.
Mind blown.
I did not expect this.
There wasn't really any fear involved with that. It was just one of those wonderful, rare moments in the paranormal where a bunch of people get to experience the same activity together.
There are echoes of something that came before, and they're in there. And sometimes when a living person is in there, they get to hear it or see it and experience it.
When the activity started up right away, it totally changed the tone for me. I can definitely say that it is one haunted old mansion.
With that much history, it makes you wonder if something really can stick around, or if just repeated actions keep making the same noises and maybe the same visual things happen over and over.
I went to lock the door, and the final step in the house and outside of the house, we play back the video, and there's a large anomaly kind of floating around by my neck. That boggles my mind.
Hey, we did it.
Breakfast of champions.
Thanks for coming.
You are so welcome.
Thank you for having us. What a lovely home.
Could use a coat of paint, but that's okay.
And my vodka.
Maybe.
Vodka.
Maybe.
Do you think it had anything to do with wanting him particularly out of there, or wanting you guys out of there?
That's speculative.